All right, hello everyone. It's me, Colonel JJ. We got a live cast for once, a very rare opportunity. We are in the bracket stage, first round of the championship bracket between Yoshii, an extra eye, and a Grandmonster. Starting out with a set versus set mirror matchup. There is some water in the middle, but no fish. Kind of had to get this started real quick and ready to go as they both use their visions at the same time on opposite corners of the map. And we aren't seeing a whole lot of animals to convert for these set players, other than, of course, the starting pigs, which they have 5 of them. It's a lot. 5 times 3 is 1,500. Let me know if the audio or whatnot is goofy, but should be good. Should be seeing players getting hunting dogs. Yep, there it is. And yeah, who are these players? Well, Grandmonster. It's from, as I understand it, Bulgaria. And he's normally a little bit of an everything player. Plays a little bit of vanilla, plays a little bit of extended edition, plays Titans. Has not been super active lately, as far as I know, but signed up for the tournament and got first place in his division. And here we are, advancing to the championship bracket. He's a player that's been around for quite a long time, 10 years. Used to be mainly AOM Vanilla, which is the original AOM, but kind of transitioned to Titans Extended Edition, and a pretty solid player. Don't hear a lot about him because he's normally not super active, but when he plays in tournaments, he plays really well. Yoshii on the bottom here in the blue color, also set, is a player who, from Sweden, so kind of a European showdown here, and some idle villagers. There we go. Pretty solid too. Plays more extended edition historically than Titans, and he's empowering to get more arrows shooting at the poor pigs. But don't want to lose your food drop off. There you go. But he's been around, I don't know, maybe 5, 6 years. Plays really well. Just normally doesn't sign up for tournaments, at least not the Voobly ones. Like this is maybe only his second or third one that he signed up for. Normally plays in the extended edition tournaments. But even then, I don't think he signs up for a ton of them. So he's never really won. He's good enough to win. Just part of it is just if you don't sign up, you can't win. But here he is. He got second in his division, losing to, I forget now. I would have looked this up, but this matchup kind of sprung upon me, and I just barely got ready in time. Let me see. He did convert this. Uh-oh. Who does he find him? I don't know how close this priest is to converting the bear here, but oh, he's almost dead already. Ooh, oh, come on, attack! Attack and run! Go, 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 go! Does the priest get away? I think the bear will end up getting enough speed to catch up to the priest. Yeah, the priest will die. Grandmonster's priest. Not the end of the world because there's really not anything else to convert if we look at the map itself. He did lose to Nolus. You are correct. Nolus with a very good group stage. Oh, does he? 1 more HP! Oh, get in the tower! No, not close enough. Yes, he did. Claus, thank you. And hello, Seal and Sandro, 81. Little bear on bear violence here. But yeah, so we've got this little water pond in the middle. We're on MegaRandom, so who knows exactly what the map will give. But we got water. This could have spawned fish in it, but it did not. We also could see a lot of secondary hunt potentially on MegaRandom, but there is none. Started off with your 1,500 boar in the base, and then basically just a few bear, and then that's it. So, kind of decisions to be made here as the set player. And what do you do? Obviously, you go up with Ta. It's pretty obvious. But then, do you just try to grab town centers and boom? Or do you do like a one town center and try to go aggressive? I think there's room for both strategies here. It looks like, though, both players will be grabbing the early town center to boom. And Grandmonster moving on to this really quickly to get on it, as opposed to Yoshii, who's kind of been floating the resources for a while to build this. But a little bit slower because he's walking all the way forward to this one first, which does protect this gold mine. It's attacking the bear. But yeah, no extra food here. So early should do for sure. How many goats? 6 goats to 4, so not much of a difference there. And this is almost where you don't see this very often. Villagers really incompetently shooting at all the hunt. You know, you could delete them so that they don't have to shoot at them. The danger is, though, if you click and delete, you better not click the town center and delete, because then you're kind of screwed. Some goats are on the second TC. Ah, you're right. Good look there. Good look. Yeah, so 5. So more goats for Grandmonster then. But what I was talking is that the Pharaoh can summon more gazelles to kind of increase your food source. And it's not used super often. But with 2 monuments, you can almost get a constant supply of gazelle. Here they are. So he is making the gazelle, and they have 75 food each. And I do like this play, especially in a map like this where there's so little hunt. What is their cost? 2 favor? Yeah, 2 favor. So 2 favor for 75 food, which is really good. The problem, though, is it is a little bit kind of clunky doing this. You kind of, you got to go through and delete all the animals one by one. You don't really want to shoot them because that's wasted time. You would like to line them all up and then just kind of hit delete as he's doing here. There he is, just now starting it. And we do see Grandmonster doing the same as well, deleting. And also, I believe these were ones he trained, because his other ones, yes, are here. So he trained some as well. And this is where, so, ooh, a 3rd town center. So Yoshii being very greedy, getting both forward town centers, which gives Grandmonster a little bit of room in early heroic age to push and destroy this town center. You can see he's going to be advancing about maybe a minute or 2 sooner. Does he have his armory? Okay, so he almost forgot it, and now he's pumping it. And now we could see him age up. Okay, he canceled this villager. And yeah, if I'm Grandmonster here, when I see that this town center has been built, which he should be able to see that, his path to victory is a very quick and early age 3 attack on this town center, to the point where he should build his siege workshop first before the Migdal, put his siege workshop here, get 2 or 3 siege towers, ancestors, and attack through here, and then like kind of come up behind with some chariots. The difficulty is if you build your Migdal first, it kind of slows down your attack by a couple minutes, because the siege towers don't show up quite quick enough. But not too far behind for Yoshii. Actually, a little bit better of an advance than I thought he would get. He's only about half a minute behind. And we'll see. Do we see the Migdal first? The Migdal is kind of the more standard. Ooh, we do see the siege workshop first. I like this. But yeah, this is going to be kind of where the game is determined here. If Yoshii can hold the initial push, he's in a really good spot, because then, of course, he's going to likely end up with 4 to 2 town centers. The other thing, though, that Grandmonster could do with shifting sands is he could, with this hyena, just shift over and take this town center. Migdal Stronghold, Siege Workshop, And another siege workshop as well. And do we have, yes, we do have the siege tower coming out. So yeah, he's got to go, go, go. Go as fast as he can here. There's a little bit of a time opening that he has. Would maybe like to see him get some more priests to help with the push. But we'll see. You don't want to lose your units. Yeah, one tower. The thing is, though, you gotta be careful with this first tower, because if you send it in and it dies to villagers, like it might here, you're kind of costing yourself any early pressure. So it has to be really careful that these villagers don't pop out and whack this. But see, at this point, I would like to see ancestors being used. I think now is the time. Until he lost his pharaoh. Or his scorpion man, I mean. And what do we have for our pharaohs? We've got King Chemo as the pharaoh here today. And this Wadjet has been shooting at the Migdol and now dies. And there's... Okay, alright, so competing ancestors. I don't think this push is gonna work though. And because well, the other thing too that we got is Yoshii can defend with the mercenaries as well. So you got the defender's advantage. And over here we got just a villager coming over to mine from this. It's not going to work out for him. But we'll see. It does, because he got his Migdol up first and has siege towers kind of soaking up all the ranged units. We do have the winning fight so far for Grandmonster. And he's got to go, 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 because you got to keep the pressure up. I think you'll get this Migdol down, though. Villagers coming through. Oh yeah, he's gonna get it. That's big. One more whack. There we go. And there is no other Migdol here. But mercenaries can survive for a while. You know, and just a ton of villagers on gold, and you don't really need the Migdol, so to speak. But mercenaries are very expensive. Yes, this is live. Very rare time I get to be live. And interesting that he's going all the way down here on the siege workshop. I don't know if he meant to go down here. This is maybe a misclick, because I think he can get the town center. Just as long as he watches up for the villagers. The one nice thing though with this push and killing villagers is Grandmonster, despite being down a town center for a while, is ahead by 1 in villager count. And every villager he kills just gets another one. Oh, we're going to see a siege workshop here, but we've got kind of our guardians. The Wadjet priest guardian. Siege towers just towering and whacking each other. And there's not enough siege towers here. Looks like, yeah, Grandmonster now is caught in the trap where if you use auto queue on your chariots, they suck up all the wood you might want for any siege towers. And so now his push here is kind of ending because he didn't have enough siege towers. Because everything is getting put into chariots. And yeah, there's a little bit of a room here, maybe, for Grandmonster to get on the town center instead of rolling all the way down here. But didn't happen. We still have this potential for a shifting sands play up here. Yeah, I think at this point, you're right, Shadowfax. You're not going to push through and kill the town center anymore. Kind of that window was open and shut. So yeah, you need Tornado. So Grandmonster, kind of what does he do? Is he content to stay at 2 town centers and push through with a Tornado? Or does he do a cheeky shifting sands play here? I would like to see the shifting sands play grabbing this town center, because there's only 2 towers here, so there's really no danger of, well, now there's 3, but one's almost dead. But yeah, there's not much danger in Yoshii pushing through here. And the easier way to lose is if he never gets a 4th town center. So I would like to see a shift onto this and grab it. Do we have Pierce Armor upgrade? No. And no. It's a big one to get. in this scenario. Pierce armor and upgraded chariots. Very important. And we can see that Grandmonster never got on this gold mine. And actually, it's a little bit scary because this is the only gold mine he currently has legitimate access to. And there's only 1,900 left. So he'll be running out of gold here soon. And all the... Oh, it's big to lose this. Yeah, see, now he's going to go behind 4-2 town centers. He's about to run out of his gold mine. And he'll just be a little bit too far behind in pop, where, I don't know. Even if he ages up sooner, I don't know if it would save him. Cannot eco. It's very important. Does he have... Oh, he does not have plow. That's big. He does. So plow is big anyway, but for Egyptian it's even bigger because it's essentially a double upgrade, because Egyptians start with a minus 11% penalty, and plow restores that penalty and also gives an additional 11%. So being out plow is huge. And this is not looking good now for Grandmonster. Well, he's getting plowed now. He must be watching me. But yeah, now he's under teched. He got upgraded chariots to no upgrades, rated chariots there. And I think, yeah, now there's no way back for Grandmonster here. Because what do you do? There is a scenario there where you could have done like a Shifting Sands play, but that's passed. And Yoshii now with a really strong counterattack here. It's 80 vils to 68. This gold mine is about to run out. 1,000 gold left, and I don't know. It was close. It was on a nice edge there for a little bit. But yeah, the towers just going way back here. He could have gotten the town center, I do believe, and GG. Yeah, I would imagine he didn't intend to kill this siege workshop, and if he would have just stayed here, it would have been pretty close to going down. And that's the thing, though, when you play defensive, like in Egyptian wars, the defender's advantage is really so big to where if you make just one important mistake, you lose. You lose as the aggressor, whereas the defender has a lot more room to make mistakes and not pay for it. So yeah, it's harder. It's harder. You're fighting Egyptians, and it's tough. And Grandmonster with a little bit better economy here early on in a heroic age, but then yeah, as the villager count kind of starts running away, he kind of starts going behind, and then just can't quite keep up with the kill death ratio there. Kill death ratio, economy, military units. This was his chance, this span here, but this was where the towers got lost. The auto queue on the chariots prevented more towers from coming out, and then Yoshii held just long enough to get the win. I'm real quick going to slow down my scroll speed. That way it's not quite so jarring to watch, and I will relaunch my game. And that's game one to Yoshii. I would say Yoshii's the favorite here, just a little more active player. Normally, if they were both playing a lot, they'd probably be pretty similar ranks. Hello, everybody, by the way. But he's being more active. I would give Yoshii the advantage here. Is there anybody? I don't know. I know Shadowfax sometimes casts. If you want, you could jump in. I could do a screen share or like a Discord call or somebody. Um, you join. Do you want to do like a screen share on Discord, else? Or do you want in the game? If you go, do you have Boyd's Discord? Yes, that is the first game. All right, let's get back into the game room. We will give Yoshii his win. I just got a picture of Heimdall there just because he's a bad looking dude. So yeah, I'm on Discord, or do you want me to call you? I can actually give you a call. That way we don't have. Hold on, hold on. We'll get in the overlay here. Oh, you got to figure out. Okay, he'll join next game. All right, all right, all right. That works. Working at 22. All right, game number 2. Wouldn't you know it? The map, yet again. MegaRandom. Can't believe this stupid tournament playing the same map, game in and game out. Can you imagine this? 20 years AOM has been out, now we're playing a tournament on the same map, the entire tournament. And here we are, MegaRandom again. No fish. If there were fish, it would give a little message here saying there's fish in this map. There is no fish. And we've got Grandmonster is playing set again. 3 Aurochs to start. Grandmonster red. Yoshii blue is Odin. So I'm sure he's happy to get what's actually now 4 Aurochs because he used Great Hunt, but did not get the pig in. Right? He used Great Hunt, right? Yep. Could have got a pig as well. And now the question is, what does the secondary hunt look like? Grandmonster did not use vision right away. He may use it soon because he has not found animals to convert. So we may see him using vision up here just to try to figure out where the animals are. And we do have a little bit of water in the middle. There is no fish, but could be something, later on at the end of the game. Late mythic, some sort of potential, siege boats to get control of the water line. The Wolves Tower or the town centers are not in water range. It's too far. And oh, he's found it. Has wandered into a pack of boar. And oh, by the way, Kilty, thank you for the gifted subs. I appreciate the love and support, as does everyone who got your gifted subs. All right, so far we have found just one pack of secondary hunt, and it's some boar. So there will be another pack somewhere. This is pretty far forward, so I could see them being up in here. There's a potential to be in here, but I think that's a little too close for them to spawn in this little area. So I'm going to guess they're down here. And there is the first boar converted. Oh, this is a really cool water spawn, actually. This would be a spawn I would love to see the water or the fish actually spawn. Because, I mean, you got a pond here, pond in the top. There's going to be another pond in the bottom, down here. The potential for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different ponds to fish off of is a little bit wild. Otherwise, a bit standard. And here is that other pack of hunt. And Grandmonster would like to get a priest on this and convert these. Because every boar he converts, I mean, not only is it food in his bank, it's food taken out of Yoshii's pantry. One thing I didn't cover, though, is what gods do these players play? Well, Yoshii plays a variety of gods, and he plays a variety of gods really well, which is very important in this tournament. because once you win with a god, you have to change to a different god. So the ability to play many gods at a high level is very important. So you can see he switched from Set to Odin. And Grandmonster also plays a variety of gods pretty well. I don't think he has quite as large a repertoire, so to speak, as Grandmonster does, or as Yoshii does. He's got, I know he can play Norse pretty well. He plays Set and Ra. I don't think he plays Atlantean, and I don't remember ever seeing him play in Greek. And this lady here is kind of blocked off. Oh, good job noticing. And Blossom Goose with the sub, appreciate it. So yeah, just one hunt pack. Oh, sweet. This is a risky play, moving these villagers up here. Very slow advance though for Yoshii. We're talking 5 minutes. Wow. 5-minute advance. Which is giving Grandmaster time to convert the boards down here. And Grandmaster, I think, looks like he's checking this town center to see if Yoshii will grab it. Yoshii's not even aged up yet, so he can't. I was on the track of saying something earlier, but I forgot. Yeah, there's no bets. I'm not a betting man. This is a family-friendly stream. Ooh, a barracks. I like this play. You don't see a lot of aggressive Egyptian anymore, at least in classical age. Kind of a lost art. Egyptian age aggression can still work. It's just normally you don't see it because it's kind of as we saw last game. It's easier. Generally, you get the defender's advantage. Easier to defend. So most Egyptians will just defend. Nice little catch here on the Herseer. Though Grandmaster really doesn't want to lose his free animals. I mean, everyone that dies is less food for him. And could maybe trap this Herseer? Maybe? Kind of skirting this black pit. Don't fall in! But yeah, you don't want to chase too far because, I mean, these boar here, 225 food, you don't want to lose that. I don't know if you really gain a whole lot by pushing these in and losing your hunt. Move on out. Yeah, could somebody hook Hell's Ravage up and we'll get on the game 3. The one thing that this set pressure does, though, is we can see that Grandmonster is completely off of hunt at the 6-minute mark, and he will never find hunt again, unless he somehow managed to grab 3 of these boar. But it doesn't look like he will ever find any hunt other than his starting Aurochs, and that's a big win for the set here. Yeah, get this back, and heal up your Axeman. Here's the Pharaoh. I love the name. Yuri Naders. Don't say that too fast, huh? And he's sending the pigs back. Nice. Needs to watch out, though. A potential... Well, there's no raiding calories, so he doesn't really have to be worried about a raid. And, oh, he can get on this. This is a big win for Set if he's able to actually get in on the throwing Axeman. We also have the potential of a shifting sands play. You do it on the back row, shift all the throwing axemen to like right here, and then you can push off. And that's what he might be doing here. He's using vision to kind of see what's going on. Maybe do a shifting sands. Yep, he did. So there's the shift right here. Get on the units to slow them down, and then we have the push onto the berries here. Push them off. And even further, just kind of tightening the noose on Yoshii. Didn't really kill too many units, though, at least on this end. But I did miss. There's some building blockage going on here to get the Herseer running out. And we have a little bit of a counter raid. I don't know if the bracket works. Sorry. This kind of happened quickly, so I didn't quite get this all set up. And yeah, this is where you send your 4 villagers forward and it's great, but a little raid comes in, and if your army's up here, ooh, though this is not a good catch for. Well, this is a good catch for Grandmonster. So while really nice catch for Yoshii on this side, Grandmonster also killing some units on the bottom right over here. And there's a okay. Imagine forest fire. Look, this tree's burning already. The endless forest fire. I don't know why Blue's fighting this here. You just gotta get next to the trees and run away. Watch out, you're getting roasted. Did we see 4 villagers die up here? Oh, only 3. I do love these burning trees. Like, I think it would be so cool if these trees actually did damage and just did it forever throughout the entirety of the game. I mean, players like me that don't pay attention would lose so much to these trees, but I'd like that. That'd be a fun little just a fun little facet of the map. And Yoshii just kind of, I almost feel like Yoshii needs to stay in his base until Heroic Age. But does he have the food? I mean, he only has 4 berries and 200, well, 200, 50, 3, 400. He's got about 450 food left. Oh, he's got 450 food. So he can't actually advance unless he finds some food somewhere, or farms. I mean, there's this bear could put him over the edge, but I feel like Yoshii is hard stuck in classical age right now until he has to build farms. And as a Norse, you never want to be in the situation where you have to farm before aging up. It just slows the Norse down. This raid, I do like this raid because there's really not much that this slow army can hit anymore. So you might as well, as Yoshii, go forward and do some raiding. Oh, this... Uh-oh. Well, never mind that. This raid might actually cost him. Yeah, the cavalry are coming back because this wall was not finished. And the town center is getting stopped. That is big. So in the end, this raid coming forward was a bit of a mistake because this wall was not finished. And gotta be careful though. We kind of got a lot of red units just kind of scattered around, and Pharaoh should not be shooting at this town center. And there's a potential here of a collapse by the slightly stronger Norse units, and Grandmonster could suddenly find himself in a terrible position. He lost kind of a lot of units randomly here and there. Oh yeah, this is not going to be good, I don't think, for Grandmonster. He's just a little too disjointed. He's losing so many units here. Urinators here trying to win it for the team, but yeah. The problem there for Grandmonster, random boar there, is his units just got too far spread out, and he kind of turned what would have likely been one. If the fight would have been all one army together, Grandmonster likely would have won the battle. But since it all kind of divulged or separated into a fight here, and a little fight here, Grandmonster kind of like individually lost all 3 of the little battles and then lost the main fight. Now the game's not over. That's a setback though for Grandmonster. It is a setback for him. I feel like this guy has been sitting here staring at the tower and questioning existence for quite some time. In fact, there he's just kind of pondering what's going on in life. And these 2, or these 4 as well, they're kind of not doing a whole lot. And Grandmonster trying to grab this town center, sending the spears down. We'll maybe lose a villager or 2 before the spears show up to help save the day, but won't be terrible. Well, maybe this few spears. Okay, there we go. Alright, loses 2 villagers. Spearmen trade really well against raiding cavalry, especially when you've got medium spears against unupgraded. Oh, the spearmen's better watch out here. Yes. Well, the spearmen were trading really well until the throwing axemen showed up. And now some counter pressure on the gold mine here. This is a fun game so far. A lot of aggression. And yes, Sigma, I would love to see more Wadgets. Wadgets don't get the love they deserve, mainly because don't often see these classical age fights for Egyptian anymore. But yeah, the Wadget is a really good myth unit. I'm a little worried though about this army. There's a lot of throwing axemen here. Like Wadgets would do so much. Do we have Pierce? No Pierce. But yeah, a few Wadgets would do so much because there's not a single Hersier. Not a single Hersier anywhere. Wadget sitting up on this gold mine. Copper Shields is coming in for our Odin player. It would have been nice to see Grandmonster bring a villager forward and put up some walls, just to like defend through. You know, you put up a wall here, and he could push this and then retreat, and then push and retreat, and it would be really tough for Yoshii to kind of respond to that. But no walls. Yeah, he put a tower, a little tower rush. Yeah. I do like all the slingers now, and the throwing axemen on the front line are not where you want them. You don't want the throwing axemen on the front line against slingers. And we can see just on them all flopping over on the way out. A little bit too far forward, and again, brave fellas. Brave fellas, and now this is not a fight that Yoshii can hold. Really just keep the spears back. There's no point in bringing the spears forward. Just gotta micro these slingers. Old urinators here. The old Pharaoh is doing some damage. Keep those slingers. Oh, this is a really nice fight for Grandmonster. Really nice fight. Oh, this has gone so well for him. He's killed so many units. Really well done with the slingers. Jeez Louise! 8 months. Scarab Pendant. Nice relic here to grab. And we've got the villagers down here mining gold. Wolf is chasing this unlucky lady. What is the blue dot? The southeast. Yeah, this is the mining operation, which we have hand axed. And the second line. And we have plow. No hand axe. Oh, you'd like to see hand axe with as much wood cutting as he's done. We do have Yoshii is aging up with Scotty. And also grabbing a third town center. Grandmonster has a larger army, but Scotty and the frost giants that come with it cannot be killed by a classical age Egyptian. They just can't. The priests do no damage to the frost giants. We only have one slinger here, and if she's shooting at I guess it's a he. If he is shooting at the villagers, yeah, this isn't going too well. Idle time, but a lot of lost units. Here come all the slingers down here, but like one frost giant defends against the slingers, so they could wipe out the throwing axemen really fast. One goes down. A few more. There's a few more throwing axemen up here. But yeah, you gotta run. Once the frost giant shows up, just get out of here. Run them all. Run them all. Go, 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 go. There you go. I wonder if you can't wall up against it. Yeah, there's a question by Kavath. As again, we're seeing... I don't think you can. And I like that. That's awesome. This Raven. They were trying to run through. Yeah, you can't actually wall because of the way these pits work. That's awesome. I really like that. But yeah, this Frost Giant here. Do we have Grandmonster aging up anytime soon? We don't. He's really slow to get his food economy coming, and these Frost Giants will be unkillable. And Yuri is wandering where he ought not to wander. And now Yoshii all of a sudden is looking pretty solid with a lot of resources, full pop. Could probably push this and maybe even kill the town center. And this is slightly the downfall of classical fight Egyptian, where it's really easy to put yourself in a lengthy time in the classical age, much longer than you really should be. And that's what we have here. I mean, you can see he's got so much wood, but the wood does him nothing right now. He's got 1,000 wood in the bank, despite having no hand axe. And he has no answer for the 4 Frost Giants. Nothing. He can make 1,000 priests. And would still have no answer. It's the 69% Pierce Armor. This is really scary for Grandmonster, who needs to be aging up. Does he even have a blacksmith or an armor or whatever it's called? I don't think he does, so he can't age up right now. Despite having 3,000, 4,000 resources in the bank, there's no age up. He's actually managing to hold this, just because Yoshii has no... Oh, well, here's all his army. They're busy building a hill fort and destroying the mining camp. But still, where's this age up? Oh, his armory. He forgot his armory. Oh, no. Oh, man. Wedgets are good? Well, kind of. I mean, all myth units, well, not all. Almost all myth units have bonus damage against other myth units. So, yeah, realistically, the Wadget would do fairly well against the fire or the Frost Giant. Because it would likely get a ×3 multiplier. That's... either get a ×2 or a ×3, generally speaking. There's a scary Balder coming here. We do have a transition to Axeman, but I just don't know if our set player has enough units here to survive a Balder. We would see about a 86 villager Ragnarok. And yeah, just stay back. Grandmonster should probably sense that Balder is coming, because this push kind of stopped. And this is going to be a scary Balder. Balder's coming in about another 45 seconds. Alright, we've got our upgrade here. There's the Frost. Jump in. Use Ancestors. You gotta use Ancestors here. Use them. Use it. Use it. Use it. Use it. There we go. With Ancestors and Villagers repairing, he may hold this. Well, the Villagers aren't repairing. These ones are just staring. There is no repairing. There we go. And we have Balder just was reached. Do we have an instant Balder? We don't. And yeah, the Ancestors here will hold this. We also have Fortified Town Center coming up. 1 Frost Giants down. Are we getting Funeral Rites? I don't see it. That gives more attack versus myth units. But Fortified Town Center coming up soon. All the units become unfrozen. And yes, the Town Center will be held, but the scary push isn't this. It's the Ragnarok that's about to come with Fire Giants to boot. We need to see Funeral Rites. Need Funeral Rites. We have a gold mine here. Gold mine here. Gold mine here. Lots of gold mines. Get the Axemen back. Get the Axemen back. They're just dying. Okay, here comes Funeral Rites. It's coming. But there are a lot of Axemen dying there. And Grandmonster, we can see, is what was a close game by score maybe 7 minutes ago. Just too slow to age up. Probably too slow to get his eco upgrades, too. Alright, this is looking a little better for Grandmonster now. What, these 3 fire giants, though? 4. Need a lot more priests than what we see here. Because these fire giants are melting the axemen. And that's just resources after resources being thrown in to die. And we still have this impending Ragnarok. Does he have the upgrade to make priests cheaper? He does not. 77 favor in the bank. It looks like Grandmonster's trying to age up. Look at on this. Oh, 22 hit points. Oh, watch out. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Oh, okay. Alright, alright. Oh, still getting on the Pharaoh. You don't want to lose him. And he did. He is gone. The priest also, maybe a little. Okay, there we go. 124, yeah. Yeah, like, there's a potential here where Yoshii can just push through this without even having to use Ragnarok. What are these guys going? Oh, they're gonna do some villager roasting on this back gold mine here. And oh, this is how you get around it. So here he's gonna put a building up against the edge of the pit and then put the wall behind it. So Yoshii is just content in getting himself a pretty awesome economy before he uses Ragnarok. I imagine Rag will probably be coming soon once he gets to 160, a 160 pop, especially because this gold mine just ran out. So expect him to maybe sit back just a little bit, get his army up to full speed here, and then he's going to come forward with an 86 villager Ragnarok. Oh, he's still losing some units here. Yeah, the Rag score. I guess he could go on this gold mine here. We have a lot of priests now, so they're shooting at the poor throwing axemen. There we go. It's amazing the difference that funeral rites makes. He's not making ballistas, he's making rams. Making rams. Do we have masons? We do have masons. Look at all these technologies. Yoshii is just grabbing every single technology I think he can find. Levy Hill Fort soldiers, conscript, longhouse, champion cabs, engineers, everything. If it's an upgrade right now, Yoshii is researching it. This part of the map is a little bit pointless. There's not a whole lot. I mean, this gold mine will be done. I mean, the only thing that matters will be this town center. So almost just put up put up chemo layers of walls here. Yeah, triple layer everything. And then, well, figure out something to do because you can't wall up against the pit. And Yoshii may be intentionally just sacrificing these throwing axemen. Or maybe not. Yeah, going with the Balder Ram. Don't have the Balder Ram upgrade, actually. There is a scenario here where if Yoshii waits a little too long and and the Egyptian is able to kind of fortify up the 3 kind of choke points to get to this side of the map where the Rag might not work. I wonder if Yoshii is going to do like a Ragnarok Titan Gate kind of a thing. Hey, am I still in a Discord? Who is this? Oh, it's Hells.
Hey.
Hey. You found your way. I can hear you just fine.
Great. I think Yoshii doesn't have enough resources.
He needs more. Alright, Hells is joining me in the Discord. Let me know if our audio between the two of us is okay. Here's Horus. I like Horus because you're gonna be making axemen anyway.
I think Yoshii's playing with his food a little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit too much.
Yeah, he is definitely playing with the food, and you're right. There is the worry where he might be playing a little too much, though. I think he's just still so far ahead. We do have guard tower that just came in. But yeah, it's a little scary where the Reg, well, he's got so many though. I mean, he'll kill this town center for sure.
I think
320.
even if he lost every unit twice over, he'd be fine. Unfortunately.
Probably.
Unfortunately for Grandmonster.
Yeah. We have a lot of... Probably needs a little more barracks, though, behind this. Because the flood of units is going to be so tough. And where does he use Tornado? Like, where do you don't
guess-
get much benefit.
Yeah, on the throwing axeman, I guess, would probably be the best. If this game was, like, closer, I guess that's probably the best use. But now I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I mean, you could suck these up. You have... Yeah, this town center will fall. Yeah, you're right. I feel like Yoshii really doesn't care if his reg runs out because he's got he's got 12,000 resources in the bank, and so he'll just build this and go up to 4 to 2 town centers, and even. See, I don't even know if
I'm surprised Grandmonster hasn't resigned like 10 minutes ago.
Well, he's probably not anticipating the fact that Yoshii has 10,000 resources banked.
Yeah.
He's probably like thinking, oh man, if I could just survive this Ragnarok, like I got this. But he does not quite know what we know. Huge...
Oh, I mean, he would know if he was stream sniping.
He would.
I mean, that's what I do, so.
Right. Oh man, he's got all the armory upgrades too for these Norse units. And the Axemen have second line and then copper weapons. Yeah, I mean, Tornado would even kill a town center because they have both the building upgrades. The Grandmonster's early aggression was nice. Just seems like he took a little too long to actually get into economy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this game's a really good example of how like Egyptian classic fight is really good, but you also have to play really well to make it work because if you take one bad fight, your economy is so bad that you just fall behind. Like once Yoshii got that second town center, the game was kind of over because you're just gonna fall behind Thor's eco.
Mm-hmm. And the bad thing too with the classical age army, you get them out of position once, and they're so slow they all just die, which kind of what happened up here too. And then Grandmonster had to rebuild his entire army while Yoshii just happily started booming. And then I would think the post-game economy score, yeah. This, you know, though, this is a little bit even behind what he should have been, Grandmonster. He should have been closer, like, at the 9-10 minute mark than what he was. Because he had Hunt, and Yoshii didn't.
Yeah. The other thing, too, is, I know hindsight's 20/20, but that Shifting Sands was not the best. He definitely could have used it a lot better. Like, he could have, if he had saved it, once he pushed Yoshii off the gold on the top side, he could have shifted on the bottom.
Right.
To knock him off that gold too. That would have been a lot better than.
Right.
I think he only got maybe 2 or 3 unit kills from the sands that he actually did.
Yeah, the shift would have been better if used like you said, or if it was in conjunction with like stopping something important. Like even though he shifted and won kind of the fight here, he didn't really accomplish anything with it. It just kind of prevented some berry gathering for a little bit. Like if he would have saved it for like when Yoshii was building this town center and shifted, you know, maybe 10 throwing X-Men away at that point, it would have been maybe enough to keep the town center from going up.
Right.
But he didn't. All right, here we are. Game 3. This could be a very quick 3-game series, unfortunately. Yet again, we are on MegaRandom, the same map again. I'd love to see a fish spawn. All right, you guys should be able to see the game room right?
Now, what are the god rules? Do you have to go random god too, or can you
No,
pick? Okay.
you can pick, but not one you already won with.
Okay.
Oh wow. This well, oh, okay. Anyway, we got Yoshi. He's Kronos now. So switched over using every culture so far. Well, I guess he hasn't used Greek yet, but he's working his way. Is Kronos in the blue, and then Grandmonster is Odin with cows and elk galore here. So
Uh,
Grandmaster could probably stay in his base with this food for about the next 10 minutes, which is really good for him against a Kronos.
are
Um,
there vetoes? Like, could Yoshi
no,
veto this map?
no,
No.
no,
Okay.
no vetoes. We
Okay.
don't have time for that newfangled technology.
Yeah,
Um,
I would be scared if I was Kronos.
yeah, seeing the map spawn, just the initial cows and elk here. Um, I guess my question for you is, as the Kronos, what's your path to victory in this matchup? How do you win, given the
Yeah,
map?
that that's a great question because if I think what I would do is I would immediately scout to see if he had a forward gold mine because I think that with this much hunt, that's probably his win condition is to push Grand Monster off his gold mine right there. It's really not that protected if he can kill that tower.
Yeah, you could
That's
potentially attack from this
and
angle.
his other gold mines are not that good either. Oh, actually, there's that one, but you can kind of knock that one off
Hmm.
uh, at the same time. You can kind of guard those at the same time. So I'd say that's probably his only win condition because he's not going to push Grand Monster off of food, obviously.
Yeah, because all the Grandmonster or Yoshi's, yeah, Grandmonster's closest three mines are all. You got these two are his close secondary ones, and then starting one, obviously. Then unless there's one hiding, his next one was way up here. So this could be a very important spot if we see some forward Chrono shenanigans. Look at all these
I
cows.
I don't know. I don't know the build order for. I know that a lot of Atlantean players these days will go up 4 minutes, and then, I mean, with hunting dogs, I don't. I think that that's probably his best bet here if
Yeah,
he can do it.
I'm wondering. It looks like that's what he might be. Yeah, that's what he's going for. So this citizen, they might need to hop to cow after this to avoid idle town center time because he's what at 80% and 330. Yeah, it would have. It's a few second delay, but would have been nice to get on that cow just to save maybe 5 seconds of idle time. So it's a 412, which could be slightly faster, but 412 with
Yeah,
hunting dogs.
at that point, it's not worth it though. I mean, if you lose those 12 or 15 seconds or whatever it is, you probably should have just originally built another villager. But he's thinking. It looks like he's thinking what I was kind of saying earlier is
Yeah.
deal as much damage now because if you don't, you're
Oh, he's
in a
looking
world
for
of
the
trouble.
he's looking for the path block with the cows. Oh,
Ugh.
oh, he's not gonna see it. Oh, here comes another one.
Oh.
Path block with the cows. Path block with the cows. Oh, how close is he to aging up? 80. Oh, he might have gotten it in time. Yeah, he's not gonna get his free iron jar. Oh, you had all these cows here. That's what they were there for.
What I'm surprised about though is that he sacrificed
All
his
three.
3 oracles to
Yeah.
do that.
Well, he went up.
I
Oh, he went up Leto.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why.
Oh, that's weird. That's really weird.
It's not the standard. It is not the standard. Look how fast this dude is, though. Look at him
Grand
march.
Monster went Heimdall too.
Yeah,
which
it's
is,
kind of backwards.
different.
Yeah, it's kind of opposite day. And
Now, where would you place the spiders if you're kind of, if you're rushing like this? Where would you put them?
well, I don't think he's actually rushing in the end.
Yeah.
Um, Probably either on this gold mine or the town center. Probably the gold mine. I feel like you're not gonna get pushed on your starting mine as Yoshi. It's gonna be more of a fight to get either a town center or a gold mine. So you could put them here or up on your gold mine up there. I just don't know if the aggression will work out for Yoshi as far as being able to win to where but you could almost put the spiders here just as like a retreat to go through.
I would assume that spiders catch upgraded ulfs. Is that true? Like, are they too fast? Like, because some units can escape
Right.
the spider, right?
I don't know what the speed limit is to how fast they can grab. I don't know if upgraded ulfs are fast enough to
Okay.
get through. Um, I guess we might find out if he ever
I'm sure
uses.
somebody knows.
He hasn't used it yet. Oh, see. Or maybe like here, if he's going on these berries, which is really weird. I don't know why you would go to the middle of the map berries when you've got
Yeah.
16 cows. It just seems an unnecessary risk to take. Because especially with husbandry, your berries will gather slower than cattle anyway. Let's see the circling. Does he have... Oh, he doesn't even have Lone Wanderer yet. These villagers run away. Nothing going on, just to wander through. What does the Odin do here? Does he try to do a semi-quick heroic?
He could do he could do anything he wants with that many cows.
Well,
That's
right, but
crazy.
what's the best thing?
Yeah, I would probably just like there's not going to be any pressure, so I would just build, like, I wouldn't go full population, but I'd go try to get like a semi-fast heroic with a, because you can still pump out a shit ton of infantry as Odin and then still get a decent heroic time with that many cows. That's probably what I would aim to do. Just keep it to like a one town center game.
There is some mithril horseshoes on the map if you ever wanted to go to cavalry. Okay, Lone Wanderer is coming in. It looks like he's trying to do a surround on these units, but he's not doing a good job of it. I don't. He had
Oh,
an
there you go.
opportunity. No,
Yeah.
had an
Yeah,
opportunity and then just kind of ran away. He's probably coming up here, but the automaton aren't to be. Don't underestimate these guys with the boost they've gotten in the patch. The automatons are pretty solid units. Oh, get on the
yeah.
yeah, nice to get on this. And this is where probably using the spiders maybe a minute ago would have been helpful. Yeah, there's enough units here to win this.
And that's the problem with those siege units, is they are really good, but if you're out of position even once,
Yeah.
Odin's just gonna they die so quickly.
Yeah, because what are they? 200, yeah, almost 200 resources. That's a lot to lose. And now oh, the villagers escape! Run for your lives! They are. They get the little speed boost by getting put in with the units way up there.
I don't I don't know what Yoshi was thinking he was doing this game, but it's pretty entertaining.
Yeah, well, one thing about Yoshi, he is a player that kind of likes to do slightly different things sometimes, which maybe would cost him some games, but also, at least for us, is a little more enjoyable to watch. All right, we do have
One thing you don't want to do here as Norse is get stuck like in between. Like, you don't want to take a really bad fight while you're not full pop, because if you take one bad fight and then you're still kind of far away from heroic, then you're kind of stuck in that like middle ground where you don't actually have a solid plan, and then you're kind of just wandering around. You want to like completely commit to either like one thing or the other.
Right, yeah. So we can see Yoshi's a little worried about town center grab, so he's got the Terma down here, and looks like he's maybe just checking around the map to see if there's anything going on down in the bottom. And otherwise, we've kind of reached a little bit of a little bit of a ceasefire here. We're about to see a fight, and this is one of those fights that Grandmonster should not take. Hopefully he's smart enough, because these automaton, they do so much. Because just this power spike he would get from like a frost in like a minute and a half would be so big. And I think that's what Grandmaster, it looks like that's what he's kind of planning. But Yoshii will also be up pretty quickly here. In fact, he'll be up sooner, and he's going up Hyperion. So Leto into Hyperion. And random raiding cavalry. Do we see one town center all the way to Mythic?
That's a good question. I wasn't thinking that Yoshii would be able to get heroic so quickly. But, I mean, right now, I think right now, Grandmonster's got to go to heroic. He's got the resources for it.
Yeah.
I don't know if he has an armory. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he's aging.
Okay.
Scotty. Yeah, I wonder if just a one town center Ragnarok work here.
Well, he's about to be in trouble because those cows are going to run out, and then he's not going to have the economy for farms or really to sustain any kind of army. So I think he's going to have to kind of go all in, or at least make some kind of push here, or else he's stuck with kind of just like a bunch of villagers without anything to gather.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or just send them all to gold and then buy his way to Mythic, potentially. This is a really nice kind of a choke point that Yoshii has kind of created for himself here.
Yeah.
It's hard to push this.
And I think he's definitely going for a fast Mythic because it looks like he's got the resources. He's building a market.
Who's that, Yoshii?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think what happened here is Grandmonster spent a lot of units. I mean, he spent a lot of resources on this very food-intensive army, but then he didn't actually do anything with it.
No, like he's kind of just run around a little bit, but not actually. He never killed a citizen, never really picked any units, and they've kind of sat and stared at each other. He like this little raid coming out with the Murmillo though. This is dangerous as a non-Uranos because these guys really aren't fast and they can get surrounded really easily.
Yeah.
If the raiding cavalry come over.
Yeah, didn't catch it.
You'll get it with the raiding cavalry. This isn't quite as good of a catch because Murmillo do pretty decent. But yeah, this is where almost should have maybe branched off here. And there's some spiders coming in now. Could kill the eggs. Don't get caught. You know they're there. So the raiding cavalry should be able to run. Well, that one didn't quite get off quick enough. And they're going to come down here anyway. Ooh, deconstruct on the hill fort. Upgraded heavy Murmillo. I don't know why you didn't follow them.
He's also getting the... I thought I just saw he got the Frost Giant upgrade. Maybe he canceled it. Oh no, he got it. That's strange to spend 200 resources on the Frost Giant upgrade. Unless you're gonna make a lot of them.
And now he's fighting his. Oh, this isn't looking so good.
This is not looking good.
Grandmaster's trying to get to heroic age, but this little raid on his gold mine is really not helping him. And we have got. He's almost all the way up to Helios, he being Yoshii. And we have a frost on that army. Here's what's going to happen. Is once this frost is over, Yoshii will probably vortex on the town center.
Yeah.
And kill it. And then we will never see a mythic age. These frost giants froze each other. Which one is he aging in? Oh, he's aging in the front town center too. Ooh. which in the end is the right gamble because we're going to see the vortex here, which doesn't really matter to Grandmonster in the end because he's not aging in this.
I think I think he's still in a lot of trouble, unfortunately.
But not as much as if he would have been aging in this one. But he
Yeah,
needs to
yeah.
not lose villagers, because every villager dead is one fewer rag hero. Do the automaton have their upgrade? They don't. If they have their upgrade, they actually do more damage to myth units. I don't know if Grandmaster should fight this, if he's got Baldur coming in. Yeah, I guess it's going okay for him. Is there enough here for a magical Ragnarok win?
He's got 42, yeah, 42 villagers, right? So I don't think it's going to be very strong. Yoshi's up to 3 town centers too, so I think it's going to be really hard for 40 rag units plus some army to really do enough damage.
He'll kill this town center. The only hope is if he gets like a complete and utter gold block very quickly. But he's a little bit slow to get his units in position. We're getting Mason's research, which is very important. Mason's is such a huge upgrade against any units that do hack damage.
Yeah.
And yeah, this town center will go down, but it'll be enough. Where were those eggs? Okay, the eggs are right there. Yeah, we got this gold mine here. You got this gold mine and then this gold mine. But realistically, Yoshi could buy and sell resources if he really needed to. I'll lose these villagers maybe. Yeah, no trade. I mean, this is the all-in slash the all-out for Grandmonsters. We do see some fanatics, spiders grabbing a few units.
That's really the icing on the cake. when you go in and you're losing, and then the spiders come in anyway and kill your units. That's gotta not be a very good feeling.
His entire base is just being removed from the map. And the problem is for Grandmonster is he doesn't even have enough resources to even rebuild a single building.
I know this feeling too, like you know you lost, but at the same time you worked so hard to get Mythic, you're like, alright, well I have to at least suicide all my units before I resign.
Yeah. And it's match point too. I mean, you can't just lie down, you gotta at least fight it out.
Yeah.
Oh. We got the undermine. I don't know if he undermined the town center, though. Oh, okay. The vortex was up here to save this town center. Oh, man. The other chaos got the fire giant. Oh, that's so rough. He's going to kill all of these throwing axemen. Every single last one of them.
This was really creative from Yoshi. I think he kind of just played mind games and confused Grandmonster a bit. Like,
right.
He probably just played played some mind games. That's all.
Oh, the villagers. Are they gonna get out? Oh, there's so many with low hit points. But these Ragnarok are just so slow. I think he knows that there's villagers hunting down there or mining down here. Is there any last reinforcements anywhere for Grandmonster? We do have an ox cart he could send forward. Alright, he has to know these villagers are down here. But every gold they gather is so important.
It's a shame if he had 30 more gold and a temple, he could make another fire giant, which is actually sometimes the difference in games like this. Like if you have one more fire giant, you can actually win the game.
Yeah, they're so good. One rag hero down here.
I may have spoken too soon. This game's a lot closer than I thought. I mean, I don't think
it is.
Grandmonster actually can't win the game because he doesn't have enough resources for a market, right?
Right.
And he has no building, so he can't win the game. But it's interesting to see him try.
Yeah, I mean, this is it right here. This is it. We got a little bit of a surround. We'd like to see the Arcus maybe get put in the town center and out again. The Hika Gigantes are so annoying, though, because they actually push the heroes away, too. It's like a never-ending meat shield. They are gonna go down. Oh, man. Where's the Rake hero? Oh, see, there's these two villagers here. He knows they're there. Oh, this game is so close, though. It really is.
Not often do we get Frost Giant on Heka violence.
This game might just end in like a complete utter destruction. We're back to the archaic age. But we've got a few units.
Does he have any upgrades?
Who?
Does Grandmonster have any armor upgrades on his units?
He does. I mean, the second Pierce armor is actually pretty solid.
Okay.
To get. Okay, these villagers are hiding back here as the Reg runs back. It's just a question. This is, though, too, where the regeneration for the Odin is so big. Because it works for Reg heroes. So they will slowly regenerate as they continue to fight stuff. Or not fight, even. Just stand around. We've got 2 citizens down here. We have 2 citizens right here. Yoshii is at 47 population. Grandmonster's at 73. We have no god powers left. You gotta be careful, though, of these. I don't know really if there's any point in attacking these buildings.
No,
I guess
definitely
there's like
not.
the citizens hop. Yeah, like we need to get on these Arcus. You gotta get on them. Because at range, they do so much damage. Alright, yeah, get the Frost Giant in on him. Okay, alright. And you're right, though. Like, imagine just one more Fire Giant here.
Yeah.
It's so close.
Yoshi is smart enough to know that Grandmonster, again, doesn't have any buildings, so I don't...
Right.
I don't think I think he
this
knows
is big cleanup.
he can't lose this.
Theoretically, nice little movement of the archers here to kind of get up against the tree line here. But the question is it enough? I mean, we've got so few units here. We've got 2 citizens up here, 2 down here. Grandmonster needs to find the citizens, though. He needs to find them. Oh, he's sending a raven over. He's going to see that there's a few citizens down here. Oh, he's coming anyway.
I can't believe that he has I cannot believe Grandmonster has as many units left as he does.
It's because the regen.
They should have died.
You don't kill them and they come back to full power. So these 2 citizens are idle. We've got 2 more up here. It's just if you don't kill the Reg, they come back to full strength. Eventually, it takes a little time. But yeah, we've got so few units from the Reg left, but we've got so few units from the Atlantean. We've got just this tiny little army here. These 2 citizens down here are about to be out of the game. And the military barracks down here as well. So Grandmonster's just searching with his map hack Raven.
Wait. How did Yoshii get a temple?
Where?
I thought he didn't have enough. I mean, not
Grandmonster.
How did he get enough? He must have had 80 wood.
I bet he had a unit or 2 queued up in his barracks. So he probably canceled his... Or he had just enough wood. He might have had like 90 wood or 100 wood. So he had just enough resources to build a temple and build a Frost Giant. And here comes the final stand!
I think you're right. I think...
The final stand! I don't think it's enough for the Kronos. We got these 5 Arcus hopping in. They'll have to use some garrisoning shenanigans. Got a little wall to run through. Well, he's checking this gold mine. He didn't know if there's anything up here. Frost Giant uses his special. Villagers run through the wall.
Oh, he didn't build. I don't think he built a frost giant because
He's
it
housed.
doesn't have HP. It doesn't have any HP. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's housed.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
too.
he needs to lose a few more units because he can't build a house. He's 1 wood short. Oh, this wall is so annoying though. Is this gonna be it? Do they live with this stupid wall?
You've come so far. You can't just
You
you
can't
can't
die
do
to the
that.
wall. And that's what he's doing though. He's like building himself up this stupid little base by time shifting all these buildings. So right now, this is where Grandmaster has to be really careful with his units and respect the regen and get on both sides here. This wall is so big. Like he can hide under on this side now. Oh man. Like this wall, as long as it's here, is so annoying for the Kronos. He's gonna repair it too. Will this? Oh! He accidentally built part of this wall, which made the HP go down.
Oh.
Oh man, we need this other frost giant to come. We need it, but he needs to lose units.
This is really good micro.
Oh man, the house goes down. Villager down.
What?
Okay. Okay. If he kills this other villager, you just run as Grandmaster and regenerate, right?
If that villager lives.
Okay. All right. I think the Norse got it. He's got it. He's got it. The Norse reign supreme.
This.
Oh man.
This was crazy. That is unbelievable.
Oh man, this is awesome. He being Grandmaster had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units left plus the extra frost giant down here. 6 units left. Wow. But like, imagine that Yoshii did this, but like earlier on with a larger army instead of like waiting until the very end to do this, because these 2 walls were doing so much for him. But I think maybe just I mean, you and I both said it. There's no way that Grandmaster wins this, but he did.
Right.
Oh man.
That was incredible. You think, me and you, we've seen a lot of games. We've played a lot of games. You think you've seen it all?
Oh man.
All right, I gotta step away for a few minutes.
Okay, no problem.
I'll be right back.
You'll be back for even more epic game number 4. Oh man, what a game! I didn't think you could do it. We could see just the military. I mean, I thought at this point the reg was just out, was done and over with. But man, just kept on going, plugging away, not resigning. Love it. I love it. All right, well, let's give Grandmaster his victory here. Not getting swept. Best of 5. We continue on. Oh man. Oh
right.
man.
I'm back. I had to take a breather. My heart rate had to come back down.
That was a quick few minutes. All right, shenanigans. Thanks for the 500 bits. I appreciate that. All right, looks like we might have just a very brief pause for the players, maybe. Let's pull you guys into the office here. Man, brings a smile to my face. Oh man. Okay, all right, we're moving into this next game. I can't hear the talking in your background, Hells. I don't know if you intend that or not.
No, I think somebody else is in here.
Oh, shoot. For real? It's somebody else? It is! Maybe we should... Oh, yeah, you're
Hello,
right.
hello.
All right. How about this? Real quick, let's just go to a private call. All right, you here?
I am here.
All right. I was wondering when that would happen. You might be a little loud now. That's okay. Yeah, implode maybe would have been a better choice, as some people are saying. But all right.
Without Vortex, Grandmonster would have had
Two
probably
town
all of his
centers.
buildings.
Right, but did he really need them? You know? Oh shoot, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Oh dang it, I didn't do. All right, well this isn't a big deal. I forgot to go observer, so I'm technically the third person in this game. But we're smart enough now with modern technology to make it so I don't show up in the game. So look at that.
I don't think that matters anymore.
No, it doesn't. Nope. All right, what do we got? Okay, let's calm down. Let's calm down. Heart rate back to normal. Just a normal game here.
We've got we're in hell again.
We are. After that game, we're back in hell. Oh man, we got Yoshii over here. He's Poseidon. So one game with every culture so far for Yoshii. And Grandmonster is now Thor. He's maybe thinking to himself, hey, I won a game with Norse. Sticking with Norse. Thor versus Poseidon.
Now, here's a question that you might know or not know.
I hope so, yeah. Make it easy,
Do
please.
they always... You know how if you play like Acropolis, you start with a different amount of resources?
Yeah.
Do you always start with the same amount of resources?
In MegaRandom, yes. Yes.
You do, okay.
That was something that was floated, but ultimately not put in. There are a lot of ideas, at least when it comes to MegaRandom and what to put in it, but ultimately it was Rebel Rising who's the one who designed this map and put it all together. And what are we seeing here? Are we seeing a militia rush?
Oh no, what is going on?
He's doing a militia rush. So if you don't know this isn't. Oh, he's shooting at the scout though, which is actually
bad. That's bad, I think.
Oh, he's gonna get it.
Oh, there you go.
He's got the militia. Yeah, because you have to get the town center to shoot at the house for a little bit, otherwise the town center kills the house. And now the bad thing is you can't tell the town center to stop shooting at the house. So it's going to kill it, and he's going to get some militia. The question is, will it be enough to make a difference here? We've got two board that are really nicely positioned. I don't think these militia do enough, giving the game how the resources spawned.
I don't think just two of them are enough to really do much damage. I think against Atlantean, when you can get like 4 or 6 of them out by the time they advance, they're really good. But I think Grandmonster is smart enough to know to just completely ignore them.
Right, because what he can do, I mean, he's Thor, so he doesn't have to mine gold from here potentially, you know, and get attacked by militia. And yeah, he has also got all these pigs. So some are saying in chat, well, he could delete the town center to not kill the house. Well, that is true. You could. Oh man. So this is where sometimes I like to see stuff like this, and it's fun to try it. But I feel like this is kind of like a way where a player can like generate an excuse for himself as to why he maybe didn't win a series. Is, well, I tried Poseidon militia rush, so yeah, I wasn't taking it seriously, you know, or something like that. Where I'm not a fan of that kind of mindset. You know, if you're signing up for a tournament,
yeah, is this elimination?
I
assume it's elimination.
Yes, this is elimination. Now, this isn't the last game, so maybe this is one of those things where Yoshi's like, you know, let's flex, and if I win a tournament game and match point, with a militia rush. Like, that's, imagine the fanfare,
I will
which would
say
be
I'm
awesome.
impressed. I'm impressed that he advanced first because he sent 3 villagers
Hmm.
at the start of the game.
Oh, he didn't
Over,
advance first.
obviously.
No, he's up second. He's at
Oh yeah,
53%.
you're right.
Yep, see.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I can't do math
He
apparently.
he wants um Yoshi wants Grandmaster to use Forest Fire on this, because then he gets 4 more militia. We have, though, following up with Ares, the Cyclops could do a ton of damage, and we'll have Pestilence, which will get both of these buildings. So this still can be scary. It's not an all-out strat here for Yoshi. He can do something here. And there is the Pestilence. This barrack, this longhouse here, this is not the spot to put it. Watch out! Don't get grabbed! Don't get grabbed! He got grabbed. And he's getting tossed on top of the other one. I love the noise. Don't even build it here. Don't bother.
Ouch.
Don't. Get out. There's no point in finishing this building. Okay, so Archer's barracks here, or Military Academy archery range. How is this pig? Oh, never mind.
I was just gonna say, at least I don't think Yoshi has scouted
The hunt. Yeah, that's big. Like, imagine this is on the hunt during this time. That would be so much actually bigger than killing. Now, the town center, I don't know, would you want the town center to be shooting at the Cyclops here? Is it value to tank it down, or would you rather be shooting at the other units?
Yeah, definitely at the militia.
Oh, but that was a lot of hit points down, though, for the Cyclops.
Yep.
Oh, and the Valk will come and finish it off. Or the hearse here. Somebody will.
I like the move to get the medium infantry because it makes them so much better against the archers.
Right, rather than just watching your longhouses all be at 99% during Pestilence. Yeah. And now this is a little bit scary for... Grandmaster doesn't really need to go all in and fight this, though, yet. Because on the back side of this, Yoshi is just gathering from pigs, whereas Grandmonster is hunting. So it looks like now we say that Yoshi is coming forward and getting on the granary. Another longhouse. Does he want 3 longhouses? Can he even afford production from 3?
Does Yoshi have hunting dogs?
He does.
He does, okay.
Yeah, just right now though, just being on hunt for your Thor, who has hunting dogs and a pig sticker.
Yeah.
You just can't keep up economically. Might have been different if Yoshi would have scouted this hunt. I'm amazed he never saw it or thought to check it. Because surely you see with your Cyclops here, you know the villagers aren't gathering food, so surely you have to assume they're somewhere.
I think it's safe for him to cut the infantry production too and just go right into raiding Calv and Axeman. You got to be careful not to make too many bolts because they do die pretty quickly.
Yeah, 88. He's making some throwing axemen. And another Valkyrie, which probably goes raiding, maybe? With 2 heroes here, do you want to fight with your Valk?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah, this is just so open to attack right here. But Grandmaster's probably worried he doesn't want to fight. Oh, we could see a potential forest fire on this wood line here. Nope. Oh, this is a nice choke point here.
Yeah.
Don't know if
Yoshi does. Oh, that. Yeah, this is good positioning, but the forest fire is gonna get him.
He's just got Yoshi though. Just has so many fewer units, but still, that's a really nice spot for him, be hiding in between. But we see 4 militia come out here. I think Grandmaster's got to get out.
Yep.
I don't think he can get this little ball of Toxotes.
Wow.
Comes another Valk.
What
Oh, we've got a
what a move.
Cyclops. Another Valk. Oh, okay, so the Toxoids do end up eventually going down. But, and we have a Cyclops now with a couple Hearse here on him. Cyclops gets a grab, throws it drunkenly the wrong way. I wish you could control where it throws. But we have, well, we still got 2 Hearse here. And the Valk also does some damage. And not a lot of value out of that second Cyclops, or really even that first one either. And with that fight won there.
Yoshii gets the style points for this game, but it doesn't matter in the end.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. There was room for it to work. It was just get on the hunt during Pestilence.
All right.
Which maybe he somehow didn't know what was up here. I'm not sure. But it looks like every single hunt spawn on Grandmonster's side of the map is on this side of the map, up at this top. So yeah, we got Yoshii looks like trying to go for kind of a last stand here, maybe garrisoning units and hoping like as the militia come out, they'll somehow. Oh no, they're just gonna run away.
Not sure what Yoshii thinks he can do now at this point.
Well, we all, you and I said Grandmonster lost game 3 and he won.
You're right.
So
I should shut up.
yeah, Yoshi's got like some sort of mystical plan behind all of this that's going to get him the victory. If he can save all of these militia that come out, it's a lot of units. But oh, he's not noticing. They're so good, militia. Uh-oh. These villagers hunting are maybe not long for this world. Ooh, grabbing a town center. Okay. Where are the heroes for Yoshii? Yoshii needs some heroes. I don't see any heroes. Happily hunting. With husbandry as well. And pickaxe. And hand axe. So first line of everything, minus plow. He does not know this.
All of this, he does still have 4 more villagers, or 3 more, I guess, now, than Grandmonster.
Yeah, he does. Grab the town center. A lot of throwing axemen. I feel like Grandmonster would still win this fight. Getting thundering hooves as well, with no raiding cavalry. Oh, he's got 2. Never mind. I'm pretty sure Grandmonster doesn't know that this hunt exists, because he's coming up here to check the boar in the gold mine, but is completely ignoring this this hunt pack down here.
Now, is it Thundering Hooves that also improves Valkyrie?
Yes, it does improve Valkyries. Yeah, it's like one of the. It's kind of a unique tech in that it does upgrade both human units and myth units. There aren't very many that do that. Like maybe Bacchanalia. Oh, watch out for your pathing here. Oh no, 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 no. Ooh, just you look away for a second and lose so many units. Need a little bit of a, yeah, another nice choke point here for Yoshii. Really good at getting his choke points in. Gotta get some
heroic too.
Wow.
It's impressive.
Yeah, but no army though. So then he's gonna be all idle here for so long. And you almost wonder if he would have gone full army instead. Could he hold this position? Potentially. Instead, he's gonna have to fall back to his base. And how much gold does he have in his 660 gold left? Not a lot.
I think he's gonna make a few myth units when he advances too.
Like Curse has to come in. Curse will hold this. Ooh, few villagers dying on the back end here though. Yeah, get a few of these vills. These vill picks are very important because he's at 1 town center. Oh, 4 hit points. Okay, he goes down. Throwing axemen get out pretty nicely. We've got the Nemean lion up here looking for the hunt. Will he find it? Oh, it's so close. No, he's going to find the berries and then run away. there's Hunt here too, actually. Boy, without the Nemean Lion here, that does hurt. Okay,
Yeah.
getting on the archer range just to get more of an avenue of attack here. The Nemean Lion is making his way down. Nice little Toxotes on this side of the wall too, but we've got some raiding cavalry coming up on the top. And this is a big fight. Without the not having the Nemean Lion here, it's a bit of a problem, though he's going raiding. See the dwarves chase it and kill some more villagers again. Through two go down. These just wander past. Oh. The great chase. And a little bit of a cleanup here maybe for Yoshii on the army. Because the red units are all kind of scattered around. You got these random throwing axemen like just wildly chasing the villagers. And now, okay, so now you'll fall back a little bit. This... I tell you what though, the raiding Nemean Lion though is so annoying.
I think Grandmonster's economy is pretty bad too at the moment. I mean, he has no food, so it's
yeah. He's got a lot more bills though.
He does, but he's kind of stuck in like this weird like he can't really push all that much because those lines are really frustrating him.
Yeah, it's almost where he almost just goes like pure throwing axemen maybe, just because they don't cost food. Well, somehow he's just dropped a ton of food off. I'm wondering if
Valkyrie?
I think no, I'll bet the villagers gathering from the bear up here. Yeah, he has husbandry, so they probably full cleared the bear without actually dropping off resources. So they basically just dropped off 200. Oh, you just found these villagers down here. And they will run. They actually will get away because there's no raiding cavalry down here. And we'll get in on this gold mine. The Nemean Lion is coming up to save the day. And this might be the end here now for Yoshii. Because he's now essentially gold blocked. So it's kind of the last stand for Yoshii, and I feel like he knows it.
Yeah.
Kind of the villagers turning to fight a little bit, while Grandmonster is grabbing his third town center. We have Scotty coming up. So yeah, Grandmonster can fall back, grab this town center, and then just come here with full army and win the game. Maybe even kill the... oh, he was also gathering food up here as well. This is where his other food was.
I would really like to see next game be a water map, like some kind of hybrid.
Yeah, the percentages for water map, at least as far as having fish, are a little bit low, in my opinion. Some may think otherwise. But yeah, I'd like to see just a little more water maps make their way into the games. I don't know the exact percentage, but it's maybe like 20 to 25%, somewhere around there. So yeah, he's just...
Because I like when players have to decide early on if they're going to take the fish or not. I think that makes for really interesting games. Right,
and there is Scotty. Yeah, I like the hybrid water maps where, yeah, it just adds just that additional aspect of decision making and then kind of multitasking where you have to fight water, land, and I don't do well on those maps, but I'm not playing, so I don't care. Alicia chasing away. So we'll just go forward, and you see probably a frost here, right? We do have Artemis coming up. I don't know if it's going to save the day. Yeah. Oh, he's running the villagers so they don't get frosted. Now, yeah, how about you? Yeah, there you go. Maybe not stand here where you're getting targeted by all the Toxotes. So we've kind of got this, hopefully, he's hoping, Yoshii is, that this earthquake will be just as good as the Ragnarok in last game, whereas, you know, somehow this Mythic Age god power will bring the game back, but don't think it will. And Grandmaster just way too far ahead here.
Yeah.
Got buildings all over the map.
30 more villagers too.
30 more villagers. Do we see a frost and then an all-in on the town center? Could happen. I don't think he needs it though. Well, throwing axemen are slowly. Oh, Yoshi's I think garrisoning because you thought the frost was coming, maybe.
Yeah.
And now the Toxotes start coming out. There's so few Toxotes though. All right, where do we see earthquake? Right here, right? Oh, the town center lives. There's just a few too many buildings. Oh man, 446 hit points. One fewer building here. Maybe if the earthquake is cast right here so it doesn't hit the armory, it would kill the town center. But okay, so Grandmaster's kind of throwing away his army underneath this town center here. He's building his houses right next to the town center.
Rude.
Oh man. And yeah, we will kind of now continue on along. We've got a rogue chimera up here doing some raiding. We've got the Ulfsarks on the villagers raiding back, and that is it. GG, 2-2.
There we go.
Going to a game 5 after what did not seem likely after two very dominating wins by Yoshii in games 1 and 2, and then what looked to be a dominating win in game 3. Only to have that snatched away from him, and then we have this, where cute little militia rush could have potentially worked if he would have gone up on the hunt, but in the end, not so, not so. Resources.
I think Grandmonster had a really good chance at winning that first game too. I think I'd mentioned that those siege towers kind of got stuck somewhere, or
yes.
I don't know. He misclicked. That was a winnable game.
Yes. Yeah, if that town center goes down there on that initial push, way back. We're going way back in time, guys, to game 1. If that town center would have gone down, he likely would go on to win that, but it didn't. He lost. And we go on to game 5 eventually here. All right, let's see. Yeah, Yoshii ahead in Villies all the way up until about the 12-minute mark, and really actually kind of close in economy, really. But then just kind of fell apart there. Once that forward push or the forward attack falls apart, then it's just you just lose so much behind that. But all right, we are getting into game number 5.
So Grandmonster can't play Odin or Thor anymore.
Correct, correct. So as we get into game 5, so we have Be Right Back 1 second by Grandmonster before game 5. Yeah, we have to remember you can't pick, these players can't pick gods they already won with. So Yoshii can't use Set. Yoshii cannot use Odin. Grandmonster cannot use Odin, nor can he use Thor. So we have Grandmonster could fall back to his initial Set pick. That's a chance for him. Yoshii, who plays a lot of gods really well, I mean, he could do a variety. I'm thinking we would see another Greek from Yoshii here.
Wait, Grandmonster can't play Set right anymore.
No, he can. He did not win with Set.
Oh.
So
okay.
it's per player. So it's not like once a player wins with a god, neither can play. It's for each player. So Grandmonster can't go Thor, Odin.
Okay. I know he does play Isis.
He does. It's just, would he think that Isis is the way to go in here? You don't see a lot of Isis anymore. I think Isis, even the Isis Anubis classical fight can work in some situations yet. You can see Joe will do that sometimes and does it very well. But yeah, I'm wondering if, because Grandmaster plays some Ra. I'm kind of surprised he didn't pull a Ra out yet. So I don't know. I would guess it's either a set or a Ra for Grandmaster here in this last game. And
The thing,
Yoshii, probably a
the thing with
Greek.
playing Raw, though, is that your scouting's really bad.
Yes, it
And
is. It is really bad. And I won't, not excuses, but that scouting or lack of scouting for in my games has it did make a difference in a few where I managed to miss all the hunt and then got hunting dogs on a map with like 10,000 hunt. It just really ruined my early game BO. But yeah, it's a downside to Ra. Or you could just do two town center, top fast heroic, no matter what the map is, and just be happy with it. But we'll see. Grandmaster player Ranos, I don't think we'll see that. So that is the downside, and that is the one thing that makes set maybe a little more attractive here is vision plus hyena and the priest. You can get the whole map scouted in 3 minutes.
Yoshii?
I'll be right back.
Okay, all right. But yeah, game 5, huh? This is fun. It's rare I get to do a live cast, and we have live casted all the way to game 5, so that's cool. So okay, Grandmaster is ready. We are ready. Let's get into the last game played on Mega Random. Grandmaster can play Yoki. Oh, hold on. Need to go observer. Yes, Grandmaster can play Loki. Or are you asking, can he play like skillfully? Ra versus Loki. So we do see a Loki, but it is Yoshii switching to Loki versus the Ra player who is Grandmonster. You all should be able to see the game. If you can't, please tell me. You should be able to hear me. And Ra versus Loki. And no fish again, but there is some water. And a very nice hunt start here. And more hunt. And a bear. And our pharaoh for the game is Space Monkey, who sometimes watches the stream. So Space Monkey, if you are watching, here you are, right here, leading the Egyptian dynasty. If you guys are interested and want to have your name or a name included into the random pharaoh pool, there's a little option on Twitch that you can do it, or you could just tell me in YouTube as well. Bring back, yeah, Bubba Joey Bads. He would be one of them that could show up. All right, Ra versus Loki. The one downside for Grandmaster is scouting so far is he is looking for his back town center, which he did not find. He should know then that it's down here. It's coming. Yep, there it is. Right there. So now can't send the Pharaoh back. He might will want to see if there's hunt down on this side of the map. Just see if it's worth taking this town center. There is. Does Grandmonster, though, want to do a sort of a hunting play, or does he want to do just two town center, top, fast, heroic? Oh, there actually is. I missed this. There are two additional boar kind of in the back. So a decently high hunt map.
I'm back.
Hello. So if you missed it, Ra for Grandmonster with some weird villager pathing here. I don't know what happened.
I see.
And then Yoshii went with Loki.
Oh, look at that. That's nifty. Not even using the ox cart.
Yeah, that is really nice. They're a little close for the spawn here, where don't need to have an ox cart. It looks like you'll make it now. Anyway, if you are just joining, you don't know who's with me on the Discord. It's Hell's Ravage, who did not sign up for this tournament because he knew he would win. And what's the point in signing up when you know you just win? That's no fun.
Figure I'd give somebody else a chance this time.
Right. So Space Monkey did a lot of scouting for Grandmonster, um, and now is back to empowerment. And we have the spy on the priest.
I don't know what you do here as Ra, because there's a lot of hunt, so you don't need farms.
Which you don't really want to go Bast, because your myth units and Sphinx don't really help. It's a little bit of lag this game. I think it might be Grandmonster.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, I know kind of historically the Ra does pretty well against Loki. But with the changes along the times, maybe not as overpowering as used to be. And there's some room for the Loki to do well, but I'm not super familiar with Loki as far as what the Loki should do into Ra. Do you try like a one town center gold attack? Or do you do like a second town center and just kind of play for like a big fire giant spam later on?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think as Ra, especially if he's the one who scouted that bottom town center, that's pretty decent. There's a lot of deer that he can gather from. But other than that, his town centers aren't that great. So looks like he's sending his Pharaoh forward to maybe try to shift a few heroes to slow him down. He's going Heimdall too, which is pretty unusual.
Ooh, he's going forward for like a villager shift or something. This is a little bit weird. I don't know if you get much out of this.
This is actually gonna help Grandmonster a bit because it does slow the Loki down, and that he has to at least pay respect to the Pharaoh. He can't, he does have to chase him around, so that means that, of course, the Loki's not building longhouses or building the town center that he wants to. So even if Grandmonster doesn't actually deal any damage with the Pharaoh, he's kind of distracting him. This is strange. I think maybe Yoshii was thinking about taking a second town center, and now he obviously sees the spy priest.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so the Heimdall there, the Undermine, does kill the almost all the way built barracks, which will slow down the barracks units. Man, if Grandmaster knew this was here, a shifting sands on this would just absolutely have screwed this whole thing up. But he didn't know it was there.
This is still really dangerous for Yoshii because
you can still, the Axemen are so strong here.
Yeah.
Oh, gotta watch. You really want to save. I would almost shift these 3 Herseer back because they're gonna do so much damage. But the units are so far spread out for. Oh yeah. The Herseer
you gotta shift that right there, right now.
Yeah, maybe this group here you shift.
Yep. No. Oh, didn't happen. Missed his chance.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to right now. Shift them all, because yeah, once this initial little push comes, yeah, you gotta just shift it.
Yeah.
Because now he's gonna have to, if you have to fall off of his hunt, it's basically GG at this point. There's still room to shift all these. There are actually a lot of low hit point blue units here, though. Yeah, you still have the opportunity. I mean, you grab all these throwing axemen. There's still room for it. The Coalcaster is Hell's Ravage. The downside, though, you hate to see this, as for me as a Ra main, is there is no empowerment going on anywhere, which is, you kind of need that as a Ra. The unit difference, or at least the army difference, is getting to be pretty significant here.
You definitely want your Pharaoh too when you're fighting.
Yeah, he'll be back soon. Maybe another... Oh, he's back. The second of the dynasty. Yeah, because this army is just getting so big. A little bit. Blue could... Yoshii could come in and push this if he wanted. Okay, no empowerment, though. It just gotta have something empowering. Otherwise, your economy just falls behind so much. Idleness here. There we go. Did he notice? I wonder if Grandmonster noticed his back bore, too. Yeah, the Pharaoh, having the Pharaoh here is so valuable. He does so much damage. We've got 2 iron jars. The red's too far forward. Okay, alright. Nice shift. Gets a lot of units. Both iron jar, too. That's huge. But still, I don't even know if he wins this fight, despite that. Because the slingers are attacking, not the throwing axemen. And there's a little leg here. I hope this isn't me legging. I don't think it is, but... see, now the villagers fighting back. Do they have skin of the rhino?
Yeah, so this is what I was talking about earlier. Is you take one bad fight or you make one mistake, classic fighting, and then you're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. This fight, though, with the Vills kind of tanking is going okay. The problem is the Vills idling means there won't be reinforcements. And that's GG right there.
Too bad we didn't get a great game in the 5th one, but...
Yeah. That's alright, though.
Yeah.
It was still, I mean, better this than like a long, just 30 minutes of booming. But it was a nice try here. But you gotta, and that's the downside. The raw downside is the scouting. And if the Pharaoh would have seen the Hersiers attempting to build here, you get a shifting sands on all of those units, and there's nothing left to build any of the buildings, and that could have been just then and there the difference. But
right.
Yeah, that's the weakness of Ra. You got to play around it and try to work your way through it, and just couldn't quite do it.
It's okay. That 3rd game was legendary.
Right, it was. It was. But yeah, Chesophilus, Chesophilus, Yoshii, Trash Bird, I think he's known by a few different names, gets the 3rd and most necessary victory in this series, winning the series 3-2. And it was a fun set. Nice variety of gods, nice variety of games. That 3rd game is kind of out of this world. In the end, ends with a 9-minute victory for the Loki there. And yeah, just you can see the difference in the economy here. I mean, the Egyptian is going to be behind economically a little bit, but maybe not quite this far behind. I guess it's easy to maybe give an opinion after the fact, but what do you think of, can the classical fight here work as the Ra?
Oh yeah, I think it can work. I just think it was not great execution. So I think if he, like you said, if he shifted those 3 heroes earlier on, then and he's not going to get at least one of the myth unit spawns too. Right. So it snowballs a bit too. If you let those heroes fight, then they're gonna probably spawn a myth unit. So I think that unfortunately games like this just go down to one fight, and
that's just snowball.
That fight went Yoshi's way.
Yeah, another thing even also to kind of think about is prepping up a cage to trap the units in, because in the end they all just kind of wandered back out, and we're back in the fight anyway. But the sooner you use shifting sands, the more value you get out of it. And he waited too long. Use it right away. Obviously didn't get the dream shift, which is finding all the Hersier when they're building, but could have used it at that first kind of push, and then use that to win that fight, and then you kind of keep winning the fights over and over. But
Right.
because the kill death ratio 40 to 26 isn't quite what you want to see there, but that's all right. That's all right. It was a fun series. Thanks for joining me, Hell's Ravage, and
Yeah.
all of you viewers watching along with me and Hell's Ravage as we went through this awesome 5-game series.
All right. Well, good luck casting the rest of the tournament, and if I catch you again, I will join.
All right. Take care, man.
See ya.
So, well done to Lundberg. I just saw his name in the chat. Well done to Mr. Yoshii getting his victory in the first round of our MegaRandom tournament that's hosted by Boit. If you don't know, I'm going to give a few links real quick in the chat here. Let's see. I need to figure out how to send an invite people. If you want to take a look at join the Discord, this is the Discord for Boit and the MegaRandom tournament that Boit is hosting. Thanks to Boit for hosting the tournament and everybody signing up, everybody watching. It's a fun event. Anytime there's a nice tournament, really is a fun community event where the players get to play, the casters get to cast, the viewers get to view, and hopefully everybody has a fun time. So that is the Discord, and if you go through and look at, I will give you the bracket for the upper bracket that we're looking at. Note there will be spoilers, so is the upper bracket if you are interested. So what's happened so far is we started off with a group stage of about 34 players, 16, the top 2 in each group, moved on to the upper bracket, which is the main event. And then the bottom 16-ish went to the lower bracket, which is kind of like a redemption bracket. The brackets don't meet later on, so completely separate brackets. And the main event, the main bracket, has a pretty decent prize pool for Age of Mythology. I'm looking at the first place gets $500, so that's not bad for playing a video game. As a hobby. It's no Age of Empires 4 prize pool, but it's still better than nothing. All right. Well, I'm gonna find somebody to send you guys off to. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate everybody that did watch. I hope everyone had a great time. I did, especially Game 3. That was awesome. If you missed Game 3, go back, watch Game 3. It was fun. But all right, that's it for today. See you everybody later.